What's up, guys? New reading again from lotusflyanimation. Today's video, I'm going to be talking about working for exposure. I think when you are starting out your career in animation, these are some of the topics or things that are going to come up when people reach out to you. Some of them might not have budgets, but they would want you to work for them, and in return, they will tell you they cannot pay you, but they can pay you with exposure. Now, there are two aspects to working for exposure. The first one is me being against it. You're an artist. It's taking you time to put in, work to get your craft to the level it is right now. And then when someone reaches out to you and tells you that they want you to work for free and that they're going to pay you in exposure, the question that really comes to my head, and sometimes I ask them, is who's going to pay for my time? I have bills to pay. I have rent. You have light bills. You have responsibilities. So when you put in that time working for them for free in exchange for exposure, that is time that I would have spent working on other projects that probably have paid my bills. And also, when you say work for exposure, it needs to be quantified. When you say you are giving me exposure for the amount of work, let's assume I'm giving you a $700 worth of value in terms of my craft in animation. I'm giving you that. Now, when you are giving me exposure, how do you quantify that? Are you giving me $700 worth of exposure? That's the question you will ask, because if I am using $700 to promote myself, I know how much followers I'm going to get if I'm doing sponsored ads. I know how many people are going to see my post and reach out to me. Am I going to get that same level of value? I think that that's the question that you need to ask people when they expect that you work for free because they don't have a budget and that they're going to give you exposure in return. A lot of people use this to scam people. So my advice is not to don't fall for this. Now, the second thing, me playing devil's advocate, is if you're going to work for exposure, let it be your decision and not being persuaded by the clients. And first of all, you need to do your due diligence. This person who is telling me that they can provide me with exposure, do they have a platform that has a large following? Do they have the necessary connections that I need to help further my career? You need to ask them these questions, which are very important. And then when you do that, you can now make a calculated judgment as to saying, if I provide them X amount of value, I think that the exposure is going to be worth it. So it's two sides to it. Working for people for exposure, it can play against you negatively and it can work to your own advantage. But you must look at these factors. The exposure I'm being provided, is it worth the amount of value of services I'm providing? And if that matches to you and you feel like in the moment, maybe the exposure is more than the money, then go for it. But if you feel like right now at that point in time in your life, you have bills, you have responsibilities, and someone is reaching out to you and telling you that they're going to provide you, they're going to give you exposure in return for your services, then my advice is not to take that opportunity. I hope this helps you guys. This is a short video. I'm also trying to, just work on trying to drop content here on YouTube regularly. And this is going to be one of the first ones. If there are topics you want me to talk about navigating your way in a career in 3D animation, please leave it in the comment section and I'll try to make a video about that. Also, click the link in the description for my free ebook. It talks about the journey of becoming a 3D animator and what to expect in industry and how you can get clients for yourself. Make sure to subscribe, like this video, and I'll see you guys again in the next one. Bye.